welcome back to Greedy Potato. So as you know, if you have seen my other videos, I'm currently on my minimalism journey, and then I would actually like to keep myself accountable for the amount of money I'm spending each month. So I've been using this app called Money Manager to track my expenses since January this year. So I've decided to keep my budget within $400 per month, plus minus is acceptable. So I'm going to limit myself to only $50 each month on non-necessity items. So I'd like to share with you what items I purchased in the month of March and April before I started this $50 limit. But I've already started on the $400 cap on each month's spending. I'm going to judge the items that I purchased and give them a good rating if the item is something that I really love using and I'll continue repeating the purchase. And I will give it a shameful rating if I notice that it's an impulse buy and then I actually don't even like to use it, or the item didn't work out for me, then it will be called a shameful purchase. And also the last category will be the undecided category, which is I'm still trying out the item, I don't know whether I like it or not. So now I'd like to share with you what are the items that I purchased in the month of March, excluding food and transportation and grocery items. So these items will be in the category of apparels, makeup, skincare, home categories. So first, let's start with something that I'm really proud of myself, which is the home category. I bought these cable ties, nails, and Velcro belt for the cable management. That I've done a short video about how I did the cable management for my very messy desktop area. So if you'd like to watch it, click on the link here. So I spent only like around $10 to create the whole DIY cable management system. So really give it a watch if you are trying to do something about your own messy space. So these items definitely gets a good purchase rating. Moving on to something that I feel that is, I already know is in the shameful category, is this makeup area that I have here. I know I mentioned that in 2021 I'm supposed to have been having a no-buy year for makeup items, but I actually succumbed to it. But that aside, the items that I bought, I'm actually really happy with them. And then at the same time, I've decluttered a lot of my makeup items so that I can bring these items into my collection without overcrowding them. So let's start with this 3CE eyeshadow quad that I have here. I bought it from Shopee at around $25 during a sale, and I've been using it every single time that I use makeup. So this, although it's a shameful purchase, I'm actually actively using it. So yeah, I'm just giving a bit of slack for myself and say that this is a good purchase. Then moving on, I have these 4 items from Rom&. Again, I have another eyeshadow palette. I'm also really enjoying using this every time I put on makeup. So yeah, this is also a good purchase to me. Then next, is the Glasting water tint. I actually wanted to look for something that can stain on my lips because, you know, now it's COVID, we have to put on masks, and then if your lip tint or lipstick is not transfer proof, it's going to be all over the mask and maybe may even transfer onto your face. So yeah, I'm also using this a lot and I really enjoy the texture of this item. Then next, what I have from the set is the blusher, and I also enjoy using this blusher. It's such a compact piece. Then something that I haven't actually opened is the cushion foundation from Rom&, and I don't find it a point to use base makeup anymore because it will just transfer onto the mask, so I have not even used this item yet. And so this Rom&, set, I'm actually going to give it a good rating. I only bought it for $25 after the discount, so it's actually very worth it that I got to try out so many items from this brand. So moving on to the last item in the makeup category, it's this Daiso container that I purchased to hold the eyeshadow pens that came from the ColourPop Disney collection. I decluttered that eyeshadow palette because I wanted more room for these items. So this container, I'm also going to give it a good rating. It's $2 from Daiso. So that's all for the makeup items that I purchased. So moving on to skincare, I bought this Ilion's moisturizer, and I'm still undecided on the rating because I'm not sure whether is it causing me to break out. But then I'm really hoping that it works for me because it's only like $12 on Shopee, and yeah, I can't use it on my body because it's too sticky on my body and I can't stand the stickiness when I go to sleep. So yeah, I can only use this on my face and I really hope that it works for me. Then moving on, what I have is the Sunjung Etude House line. This is the Cica Balm. This is the newer version, and I finished up 2 tubes of the older version and I really love it a lot. It doesn't cause me to break out. It comes and soothes my skin. So this is my holy grail moisturizer, so must buy. And the last skincare item I have here is the Bring Green Green Tea Cleansing Oil. I bought this at Guardian for around $12 during the sale, and I was hoping that it could actually remove the blackheads and then the whiteheads from my skin. But sadly, I am suspecting that this item is causing me to break out, so I'm still testing this out. So this has an undecided rating. But then something good about it is it can remove very stubborn waterproof makeup. So I use the Etude House mascara and also Can Make mascara, which are super waterproof, but this item can actually remove them completely. So I'm using this only to remove the makeup on my eyes. Next, what I have here, this item is an IPL device. So I bought it from Lazada at $37. So this is a lot cheaper compared to me going to the IPL salons, which will cost up to $300–400. But I'm not sure whether this is really effective or not. I think maybe I need to even give it half a year to even say whether this thing works or not, or it's just something that is cheating my money. Yeah. Then my last category that I got from Uniqlo is this t-shirt and this sling bag. So I had some vouchers, so I only spent $2.80 for these 2 items, which is really a score for me, because this t-shirt, the guy's t-shirt, is something that I really enjoy wearing. So this is the same t-shirt as well, so I bought it in a different color, so definitely going to wear it a lot. And then the Uniqlo t-shirt quality, I find it quite good because it doesn't cause the fraying at the collar if you wear it many times. And also I got this waist pouch, which I'm always using when I go to places that are nearby. So to wrap up the month of March, I actually spent over $140 on all these items, which I find that is a bit too much. That's why I set myself to have this $50 limit from now on. So yeah, I'm really hoping that I reduce the amount of items that I bring into my life, because I want my home to be clutter-free and as clean and clear as possible. So sadly, in the month of March, I brought in so many items. I brought in 15 extra items into my space. But then again, I actually decluttered some of my makeup and my skincare, so it's not that bad, but I know I can definitely do better. So let's move ahead and see what I spent in the month of April.